Hello, and welcome to the Linda Eldridge Program. I am your host, Linda Eldridge, and I am so excited that we are having our Christmas spectacular, and you're all here to join us. As we all know, Christmas is such a special time of year. It's a time of joy, laughter, and spending time with our loved ones. This year, we're going to be sharing with you some very special family traditions that we all hold so close to our hearts. First of all, I'd like to talk to you. Now, I know there's a lot of folks out there that really, truly love Christmas lights. I mean, let's face it, who hasn't gone down a neighborhood street and they can't even see what the original color of that house is? Plus, they have all those fan-driven, blown up, Santa, you name it, they're out there on the lawn getting blown away. But in our house, we keep it quite traditional. We keep things simple, such as sticking to the traditional Christmas colors like red and green, and our precious metals, silver and gold. And when we decorate our tree, we keep it down to, things like candy canes, our collection of homemade Christmas ornaments that I've been saving since my boys were in preschool. Speaking of which, we're going to be joined this holiday season with my two beautiful sons, Matthew and Will.
Christmas.
And well, I'm just hoping you'll all get a chance to meet them as well. I think we've pretty much covered the basics of our Christmas, and we're going to take a moment here to hear a word from our fabulous sponsor, Dolce. See you soon.
Attention all yam enthusiasts. The annual Yam Festival is right around the corner, and we want to go away. Attention all you yam enthusiasts. We wanted to remind everyone that the biannual Yam Festival is right around the corner. So mark your calendars for this event. This year's festival will be held on December 21st at the Cranston Yam Society. We look forward to seeing you all there. The Yam Festival is the time of year we come together to share our love for this versatile root vegetable. There'll be plenty of activities, games, and a lot of yummy, delicious yam dishes to try. This kid is looking right at me. We also wanted to remind everyone that Yoli the Yam Woman will be in attendance at this year's festival. However, we have been informed that this year she will not be in a good mood. So, just keep your distance from her. Just We just want to ensure that this year's event is a fun and safe one for all attendees. Thank you for your attention, and we look forward to seeing you this year at the biannual Yam Festival. Remember, stay away from Yoli.
Welcome back, everyone, and boy, do we have a big surprise for you. Everyone knows him for his great love of cookies, milk, reindeer, flying sleighs,
And hoes. Ho. You know what I mean.
and his big his big beard.
Goes right down to here.
So grab your eggnog and your cookies, and let's get ready to welcome the big guy himself straight from the North Pole. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so proud to introduce to you again, probably for the millionth time, the one and only Santa Claus.
Ho, ho, ho. Any hoes out there for me? Yeah, all right. Yeah, any kids?
Yeah, we do have viewers.
Good. So I want to give them some toys.
And speaking of viewers, a few of you have sent in some really spectacular questions that
What's that from?
you need the answers from the big guy himself.
And what's this from?
This is from our fans.
Oh.
All of our wonderful...
Oscar lady?
That too. Okay. Question number 1.
Yes.
Can you fly without your sleigh?
Can I fly without my sleigh? Yeah, I can.
Can you?
Absolutely.
And how high do you
a little
get?
bit more. I get pretty high.
Okay.
I get
All
pretty
right. What kind of fuel are you using?
I eat the same grain that I give the reindeer when they pulled me.
Oh.
So we fly together, man.
So a lot of fiber in your
A
diet.
lot of fiber.
Good.
And a lot of boost when I need it.
And that's why you're so regular.
Absolutely. I'm glad you noticed.
Yeah, well, we have the restrooms here. Do you have any hidden talents like singing or dancing?
Yeah, I got a few hidden talents. It's singing and dancing, actually.
Why don't you belt out a little holiday tune for us,
A
Santa?
holiday tune? Let's see. Eat, bite, suck, fuck, gobble, nibble, chew, nibble, bosom, hair pie, finger, fuck, screw. Moose, piss, cat, putt, orangutan, tit, sheep, pussy, camera, crack, pig, line, shit. We went to a party. What did they do? They took off the socks and they took off the shoes. They took off the shirts and they took off the pants. I had a hunch we weren't gonna dance.
I don't think I know that one. Where do you stop to make your mud pies throughout the night?
Mud pie?
Mud
Oh, right in
pies.
the air.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Take my pants off and let them drop.
Oh, okay.
That's like cow patties. Same thing.
Oh, okay. I thought it was something completely different. And I was kind of wondering because, I mean, let's face it, we're playing in the snow most of the time.
Absolutely.
That time
You
of
see
year.
the mud drops
How do you
in the
like
snow
my
a lot
cookie,
better.
by the way?
This is very good.
Yeah, that was my favorite. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Okay, have you ever had a bad experience with a chimney?
With a what?
Chimney.
With the chimney, yeah, absolutely. Some people don't put them out all the way, so I still get that little bit of smoldering and smoke coming through the top.
Ooh. So, is your suit, is it flame retardant?
What I do is I pee down the chimney to put it out the rest of the way.
Okay.
So when I go down, it's clear.
All right. Okay, there's no burns, correct?
Nah,
Okay.
not when I pee. I pee in a couple of quarts of whack.
All right. You don't have to get any of the reindeer to help you with that?
No, it's tough for them to squat on the chimney. And I don't like holding them because I get pee on my fingers and ain't worth touching the toys after that.
So the milk is enough to hydrate you to keep the flow going?
Oh yeah, the kids leave me about that much milk, maybe a half a quart. So I pee a couple of quarts, or a half a quart here, half a quart here, half a quart there. I'm good.
We're very lucky we're not lactose intolerant, aren't we?
Absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
that would be an awful
Yep.
problem. I mean, because we'd be going way beyond
Who made these?
mud pies. One of my fans, so.
Really? Give them
Yes.
back.
Yeah.
I ain't no fan of yours.
I just told you that was my favorite cookie.
Oh, really?
Okay. Let's see.
one
What
of you?
else do we have for you?
More cookies?
Would you like a different cookie?
Yeah, that one kind of made me sick. How about
All
milk?
right. That can be arranged.
All right.
Could somebody get Santa
What
a
happened?
good cookie and maybe some more milk? That would really be great.
If you were pregnant, it would be easy. But I don't know, Linda.
No, that would be postpartum.
Oh, yeah. I'd be on the floor licking milk.
Yeah, so I have
But
a
anyway,
question for
yes, go
you.
ahead.
This is something I've always wondered because I've waited up very late at night for your arrival. And, well, I have yet to see you, but what I want to know is how many mommies have you kissed under the Christmas tree?
Oh, Santa can't even tell you how many. Because
Really?
I'm usually there present. And now at the nowadays, they come out and say, no milk and cookies. It's Viagra and water. So you know what house you're in.
The stream,
That's
stream.
right. You know which one you're in now.
Yeah.
You're in the right house when you go, that's what we want.
Yeah.
They usually don't have kids. They just trick you with one sock. Oh,
Thank
look.
you. Thank you. Did you get something for him to drink, please?
Oh, that was
He
cute.
wants milk, but anything to wet his
That's okay.
whistle.
That's cute, man. Cute.
Thank you.
Thank you. Linda?
Let's have a round of applause for our PA. What a great job. Thank you. Now go get him something to drink.
Oh, hold on a second here. Oh, This beard sometimes I don't
look
trim
at
it.
that.
I don't trim it
You
properly.
took the holiday cookie.
I love this type of cookie. It's got that jelly in the middle.
Ah,
Let's see
yeah,
if I can
the
get it in my mouth
jam.
here. Hold on a second. Sometimes this beard, and the elves, they don't trim it right.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh,
So,
surprised I'm
are
so
you?
big.
Yeah.
I can't get anything in my mouth.
Are you such a slob up at the North Pole?
Well, look at the
and-
elves. You know, they're only about that big. They run around cleaning and stuff.
So I have another question. How long have you and Mrs. Claus been married?
Well, we were just friends. We just let everybody know when we're married, like, you know, so for tax purposes and stuff.
Oh, okay. Do you
At
have?
the end of the year, it's not easy, you know, because when they're making the toys, you're supposed to make all this money, but they're all donations. So Mrs. Claus and I just sat down one day after having a great round of sex and smoking a nice big pipe. We had a little bit of whiskey and started talking, you know, this marriage thing, let's get divorced and make it good on our taxes. And she goes, you know what, Mr. Santa Claus, you're right. Come here, baby. And we went at it again. And ever since then, it's been great. Better off, you know, humans aren't made to be monogamous. That's my conclusion from Santa Claus.
Okay, and now, do you and Mrs. X Claus?
You can still call her Mrs. Claus because
Okay.
it sounds good, you know?
All right.
And I don't want the IRS coming down
what's
the
her
chimney
first
like they're
name?
going to do now with the 90,000 of them with the tax thing. You know?
What is her first name?
Her first name?
Yeah.
Clara.
Clara. Okay.
Clara Claus.
Clara Claus. I like that.
Same as my grandmother's was Clara.
All right, and where do you get your elves from?
My what?
Elves.
Elves? Well, when they closed down the Hobbit show there, Lord of the Rings,
Yeah.
that was a long time ago. So as they were all getting laid off, I brought them on board.
I heard that a few of them were kidnapped from the set of The Wizard of Oz as well.
Well, be honest with you, some of them are relatives of the people from the other set, from the Lord of the Rings. So they told us where they were living in their little huts and stuff. You go inside, it's hard to get in. They're only about, your TV makes them look a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
But they're really about that tall. So you got to reach in like this, like you're looking for a rat, but you don't find a rat, you find a hobbit. You know, then they become, of course, they're all elves.
Okay, so there's a lot of training involved?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of training. And getting them or training them to work.
Okay, do you implement any conversion programs to get them from the Hobbit to the elf state?
No, because they're intertwined anyway.
Oh.
So they're pretty much, they know what each other has to do
Okay.
to survive, really, basically.
It's not
to
like
make toys and.
an interspecies kind
You should
of
see when they
thing?
have babies, they're only that big.
Oh, how
Oh,
cute.
pointy ears, they look like, they're so cute though. You know, you hate to have them work and stuff and hit them with the belt. You got to do it.
So I heard a rumor that you could get all of their wardrobe on Amazon. Is that true?
Well, before Amazon, we used to have their mothers make it.
Hello?
Their mothers with little sewing machines. They're only about that big, the sewing machines what we have. And there's rows of them. And the guy stands there and he says, make the soup for your children. And they can eat, you know, and stuff like that. But it's gentle, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's really nice for the little kids. And they run around, they put the suits on them. One does the suits, the top with the suspenders. The other one makes the shoes. So you got to have that elf shoe. It curls up like this.
Now, is that because their toes actually do that?
Their toes, well, when they become from hobbits to elves, their toes, they're a little bit longer, but they're furry. So what we got to train them to do is we get these like their clogs from Holland. Mm-hmm. They're only about that big. So as they grow, they leave their foot in those. They take them off sometimes, but in order to train their feet, they keep them in the wooden clog. So then after that, they can walk a little funny like this because sometimes it does hurt. But
yeah,
you got to keep it that way to keep up the design of the feet.
That very much reminds me of the history of Japan and bounding the women's feet. Is that like a similar thing?
Well, that's more like it's all over the world. When they bound the women's feet, it's because they're trying to run away.
Oh.
So.
All right, now also, what about the diet of the elves? Do they eat the grain along with what you eat?
Well, not really. They have, it's a lot of protein, like peanuts, let's see, a lot of milk. Have to give them a lot of milk. Their mother's milk, too, you know. They used to give them the father's milk, and then they started complaining.
No reindeer milk?
Huh?
No reindeer
Well,
milk?
we like to save that for the reindeers. Their reindeers really need it because we need to produce a lot of reindeers in the corrals and you have to see the ranch how all the reindeers come along and they have these big parties and shit.
Yeah.
They all
I'm
celebrate
waiting for
Rudolph
my
and-
invite.
Well,
we'd
you're
love to
invited
go
anytime
up
you want.
there.
Just make sure I'm not in the sky anywhere and somehow contact me, maybe you get a hold of Elon Musk. He's got that satellite thing, the X thing there. You get a hold of him, and he'll send me a thing, and maybe I'll get a hold of Bezos or get some food, some candy and stuff for the children, and then we'll see what we can do.
Oh, you're so cute. Oh, stop it, Santa. You're making me blush.
I get frisky when I get.
Speaking of which, how has your lap been holding up for all these years?
My what?
Lap.
My lap?
Your lap, all the kids that sit on your lap.
Well, they try, but I don't like that no more, you know? Mrs. Claus got sick of it, Mrs. Claus.
Yeah?
She gets sick of it.
Or because the kids would like get nervous and pee their
pants. Well, they pee on me, they poop, shit, fart, bip, puke every now and again with a bad cookie. You never know, you know? Then they drool, you get some babies that are crying like hell, I can't hear nothing, and I got tendonitis from it.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Wow.
I got too.
That's like over 92 decibels they're throwing out there.
Yeah, whoa. I don't know how many it is, but it's worse than a horn blowing behind you.
A horn blowing, huh?
Well, Santa Claus got to go, and if I'm not fast enough, there's somebody behind me beeping. Yeah, and I got to take my Hummer every now and again.
Wow. At the price of gas these days, you're strolling around in a
When you're Santa Claus and you're not married, you get that tax break, so I get it for free.
That's right.
Plus, you know what? They're switching us over to that combination, eco vehicle. You can go on gas and electric, but I'm trying to go all electric now because I kind of like it, but it only goes 300 miles, 250, 300 miles.
Yeah.
So you get with the eco and you go a little bit further. You know, I get a charging station on Cloud 9, whatever it is, you know. So I'm going to visit Easter Island probably this year with my new Hummer.
Ooh.
You know, I want to see something happen over there with the Stones. They said they moved a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, I saw it on, me and Mrs. Claus there was sitting there watching the History Channel and modern marvels and stuff like that, and they were talking about Easter Island. Those big statues on Easter Island moved a little bit, and I want to go see stuff like that.
Well, you would know. I mean, you've been around since the days when
if I go back to my Polaroid and compare where they're sitting now to where they were sitting, you know, I gotta check it out.
You have the actual before, and then you'll have the after
I got the before,
pictures.
So now when I go back, the after picture will prove their point, and maybe not.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Now, have you ever thought about extending operations to the South Pole as well? I mean, populations are growing, you know, bound, just ridiculous.
Yeah, well, I don't know because...
do you need to answer that?
That's one of the elves.
Okay.
He can't poop. I have to give him some. Hold on.
All right.
Take.
Maybe it's time he had some of the grain.
No, I think he's got to take some more Metamucil. Hold on. Yeah, I can't. They can't recognize me with all the stuff I get today. But no, I'm done.
Oh, now he's really in trouble.
Hold on.
Yeah, constipation.
Yes, Mr. Elf. Oh no. Oh, they hung up. It's bad signal, right? I got to get a hold of Elon. Got to tighten up that satellite.
Have you ever tried them on prune juice or?
Yeah, absolutely. I tried it. They were on prune juice, but that's too leaky. See, that doesn't give you the plunge. It just leaks a little bit, then the plunge. I don't like that. It just gets all over the place while you're trying to work.
Oh.
Yes.
That's what you mean. Oh.
Who? Yahoo? He's the elf, see? Listen, just go, no. Look, get off of the milk. Get off of the milk. I'll send Mrs. Claus over, all right, and just take prune juice. This is from Linda now. I'm not, Metamucil ain't doing it. You got to use the prune juice, but don't do them both. You know, we can't have you lose 10 pounds because you're only 11 pounds as it is. You got a hole in your shorts? Don't change them. You'll work another pair. But just to hang on, wear a diaper or something like that, and we'll be good. We're almost done with the interview here down in someplace in the Northeast. So we'll let you know. You can get the milk. Hold on a minute. Oh, well, Linda can't give you any milk right now because we drank it all without cookies. Huh? You want a wiper? Windshield wiper? What? Wipe you? Oh, Linda, you got 2 minutes? One of the elves needs a wiping at the outside. Next to the Hummer. All right. Just give us a couple of minutes. All right. Bye-bye. See what I mean about these guys? They don't stop.
Yeah, I've
and they
never
know that I'm
been
doing
asked
interviews
that
all day
before.
today. The prelude to Christmas.
There's always a first for everything, huh?
Yep.
Wow.
When Mrs. Claus went on the Depends, it wasn't easy. I had to flip her around and shit because that crack was from front to back. So you don't know if you get the back or the front. When you find out when she's giggling that she's on her face. You know what I mean? But anyway.
I want to thank you so much for spending so much time here with me and all of our wonderful guests out there in TV land. It's just been spectacular.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
It sure is, and thank you so much. You're killing me.
Oh,
Thank
I'm
you.
sorry about that. I thought I was making another toy for a woman. Oh, all right. Sorry.
Thank you all for spending your time, especially during the busy holiday season, with us here on the Linda Eldridge Program.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, no matter what you celebrate. May it be full of love, happiness, and every present you ever wanted to get.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Ho-ho-ho!
One more surprise left on today's episode.
What is it?
It's a picture of a cat playing a trumpet, and it's just gorgeous.
I hope it's that good it makes me cry.
It will. It will. I'm sure that Pussy brings you to tears all the time.
Sure does.
Isn't that beautiful? I'm ordering the Christmas cards for next year. Really? Oh, it just warms my heart.